stupid enough in the USA, stupid enough to believe it, and that's the worry. That's the real worry, because if nobody believed it, if everybody was sitting here talking like this, we'd be fine, wouldn't we? Wouldn't be an issue. But there are people who are stupid enough to believe it. And secondly, there's a world order, which means that we pussyfoot around these people, and there's, you know, they don't stand up to them, and, you know, apparently Keir Starmer, apparently was a masterclass in diplomacy, apparently, right?
I didn't see that.
Well, apparently it was.
Corolla.
And I'm not saying it wasn't a masterclass in diplomacy. It probably is a masterclass in diplomacy, but that continued type of diplomacy is not going to get us anywhere. It's not going to challenge this new.
No, I think the crunch is going to come.
In the front things
partly over whether how much Putin is prepared to give. But fundamentally, it's an attitude of mind that we hold on to this and explore this because we are born to be active and born to engage and relate, not only to, of course, to the natural world, but also to other people. I mean, the poem by Byron, She Walks in Beauty, you're there, it's natural beauty, but it's also a person whose heart, a heart whose love is innocent. So you carried into just what it is to be human. And I think Trump is the complete denial of our humanity.
You know, this idea of oneness we're talking about, the word we're talking about, it takes a bit of courage to go into it, and I feel myself backing off. It's one thing feeling one with nature, one thing feeling one with birds, animals, but feeling one with all humanity, that means we'd have to share.
Yeah.
If we really felt that, we'd have to share. We couldn't hang on to our wealth and say, those people over there, they've done it to themselves, they're starving to death. I mean, it's still happening. It's so awful to think about that. I don't try not to think about it. Children dying by the million over each year, thousands every day, you know, things like that.
Yeah. My son is very deep and studies a lot and researches a lot, and he talks about the global capitalism and where we are today is because where we've come from, and it's almost time to start a new page.
It is, definitely. And we're being
It's
asked to
almost
give up.
time. Maybe that's why we're learning the worst. How far can we go? How bad
Are we still
does it
hanging
have
on
to
to our
get?
stuff? Before we
How
let go
bad
of it.
does it have to get before we get the message that there has to be a turning point? And what is neoliberalism?
Neoliberalism, well, that is a particular form of capitalism.
Okay, isn't it a modern day ideology of much the same?
The mastermind at the back of the present form, you have to realise capitalism's gone through many different forms.
Yes.
It's got a wonderful gift for reinventing itself in a slightly different way to survive. But this came from Friedrich Hayek, and his basic view is that economics is an entirely separate area from anything else, so it works under its own principle, and all you have to think about is economics itself, and allowing people the freedom to enter into the market. And the outcome of the market isn't a moral matter in the least degree. You know, it
sounds as bad.
The outcome is what it is, and it is totally immoral in itself. But that leaves out of the reckoning the relation between economics and any other part of life. And if you hermetically seal economics and deem that to be the key thing, then that will expand, you know, and enter into politics, every other dimension of life, and you more or less have a sort of mechanized, technological world, which simply loses any sort of grip on humanity at all. So the initial thing
but it's there,
is
and
dominance
it's
on
strong.
Well, the people that have
economics,
don't
in
care about that.
abstraction from anything else.